A very good evening and thank you so much for joining us tonight on BeeTv Major News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State headquarters, capital, Benin City, Nigeria. My name is Gift Uwagboy. And now let's take a look at the highlights of tonight's news.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I commission this place.
Facts about CFO. First, it's in an environment where the law is not as formed as the way it should be, particularly enforcement of law. It's always good to secure yourself.
For me, the government is trying to settle, so maybe when they're settled, then everything will be in order.
If it were the same government, they would have just said, okay, immediately everything come back to. But now, everybody is even afraid. They don't know what the next government is going to see.
It is not a political project, like the minister said, because that project has started at the Lagos axis and also at the Calabar axis.
If they are not fixed, I take responsibility for it. But there are things we are doing to ensure that it's no longer business as usual.
We want to thank you very much because for the good you have done in this state concerning transport area.
It should be a matter of importance to the incoming government, and that they should sustain this very program.
Yes, so I appreciate the reforms being carried out by the President. Our prayer is as soon as possible.
Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State and the former Minister of Foreign Affairs and Chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, High Chief Tom Ikimi, among other dignitaries, on Thursday commissioned the Edo Built Environment Hub, which houses the Ministry of Physical Planning, Housing, Urban and Regional Development, Edo Geographic Information Service, Edo GIS, the Ministry of Road and Bridges, and the Edo State Public Building and Maintenance Agencies. The datings of this report is presented by Best Orator.
Speaking at the inauguration ceremony, Governor Godwin Obaseki said his administration has over the last 8 years taken deliberate steps to improve land administration and sanitize the built environment sector to sustain investors' confidence as part of efforts to drive sustainable growth, progress and prosperity in the state. Obaseki, who shared the story of how his land with a certificate of occupancy was reallocated and resold by land grabbers, said his administration has sanitized the built environment sector and guaranteed security of lives and property, repositioning the state as one of the best places to live and do business in the country.
People say Edo is thriving. People are coming to Edo. Flights are full. Hotels are full. Why do you think they are coming? Because we've provided security of lives and property, particularly property. You buy land today in Edo, you know the land is yours. Because you can quickly go and register it and get a title document. Anybody who goes to buy that same land without going to check is on their own. So what you are seeing here today is a result of very deliberate and sustained planning and hard work.
As part of the commissioning, the governor immortalized the late Daniel Moigui, Nigeria's first Surveyor General, naming the Edo Geographical Information System Edo GIS building after the late Surveyor General from Edo State. The governor said the process of developing a house was hijacked by community development associations, as developers have to settle them in all fronts before the individual can complete their house, as CDAs acted as if they were building control. Obaseki said his administration has provided security of lives and property, and Edo is now a place to live and do business, as the government have taken a deliberate step with sustained efforts, planning and hard work, adding that the transformation in Edo State is as a result of proper planning. He noted that the immortalization of Nigeria's first Surveyor General of the Federation, Daniel Moigui, is because he was an outstanding Edo legend, saying that the late Moigui fought for the creation and boundary adjustments for Edo State.
Facts about CFO. First, it's in an environment where the law is not as formed as the way it should be, particularly enforcement of law, it's always good to secure yourself. So if you have something and you don't have proof of ownership, it's like having a car and you don't have a proof of ownership of the car. Somebody can stop you tomorrow and say, this is my car, leave, get out of my car. The same thing as land. If you own land, you bought land, then one of the most ideal forms of evidence of ownership has to be your title, the C of O. And once you have that, it's easy to value what you have, and it's also very easy to transfer. And that is what we see has happened here.
While inaugurating the building, High Chief Tom Ikimi commended the governor for his developmental strides across various sectors of the state, noting that the project will enhance coordination and further reposition the state as a model for sustainable urban development.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I commission this place.
Other dignitaries at the event include the Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Blessing Agbebaku, the candidate of the party in the just concluded 2024 election, Dr. Aswe Ighodalo, his running mate, Osaodiongi Esquire, the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Oluwole Osaze Uzi, the State Chairman of the party, Dr. Tony Azingbemi, amongst others. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Apologies for that. The Edo State Police Command has paraded 6 suspected criminals who were allegedly involved in crimes including cultism, armed robbery and kidnapping. The suspects were allegedly arrested with dangerous weapons and stolen items. Umoru Peter Ozigi, while briefing journalists, assured Edo people of the command's commitment will make Edo State uncomfortable for criminal elements. The report is presented by Best Orator.
Parading the 6 suspects with various dangerous weapons and stolen items before journalists in Benin, the Edo State Commissioner of Police, Umoru Ozigi, said the suspects were arrested on several criminal activities, including 2 young men alleged to be members of a cult group that were apprehended with 2 pump-action guns and live cartridge. He said 2 other suspects that were arrested were alleged to be connected to the kidnapping of Reverend Father Thomas Ayode from Diocesan Minor Seminary in Agenebode.
2 suspects have been arrested in this regard, while efforts are ongoing to rescue the Reverend Father and apprehend the culprits. In the same vein, the command has reviewed the security situation of the core-related killings that have claimed innocent life in Upper Sepomba area of Benin City. We have made robust security arrangements through the deployment of intelligence operatives to gather information.
CP Umoru Ozigi added that the police, following a distress report from one Mr. Damola Gebre, whose home was invaded by armed robbers, the police recently arrested a young man at South Ibi who allegedly was seen with the stolen items of Mr. Damola Gabriel. CP Umoru said the command will continue to work tirelessly to curb court-related activities as well as to eradicate other crimes in the state to ensure the people of Edo State can sleep with their peace of mind.
On Saturday, 26 October 2024, at about 0900 hours, while at the park trying to board a vehicle, he spotted a young man wearing his stolen diamond earring and headphones. He informed the police, who promptly took action and arrested the suspect. The Edo State Police Command remains committed to protecting life and property under my leadership. The command will continue to work diligently and tirelessly to ensure that the good people of Edo State can sleep with their peace of mind. We would like to take this opportunity to solicit cooperation from residents of Edo State in combating crime and criminality.
Some of the suspects, including 2 suspected court members and a suspected vehicle snatcher, spoke on their alleged involvement in the crime they were accused of.
We were together when my uncle called me and said he just got back. So I told my friend, let's go and visit him. So on our way, unexpectedly, we came across policemen. I was shocked because I've never seen police at that road, that part where we're going. So with that fear, I tried to run. I jumped down. I tried to run. So the police held me.
No, I was asking her, why are you running? Why are you running? The next thing, police now catch him and ask him, what happened? Why are you running? The next thing, he said they have a gun. He have a gun. I was surprised. You have a gun? That's what I can explain for now. So.
Yeah, snatching of Yaris, but I return the Yaris to the people.
Can you come again?
Yes, snatching of Yaris, but I return the Yaris to the people that have Yaris.
Some items recovered from the suspects are 2 pump-action guns and locally made cut-to-size gun, cartridges, headphones, necklaces, among other items. CP Umoru Ozigi assumed duty as the Edo State Commissioner of Police on 18th October 2024. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Residents in Benin have called on the Edo State Governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, to urgently address the street trading and indiscriminate parking of commercial vehicles at the Oba Ovorame Square, popularly called Ring Road, that has now become a menace to road users and eyesore in the city center. BeeTv News' Osaroge Agwebo, who visited Ring Road, has details of the report. The report is presented by Joyce Iyere.
From Akmakpava Junction around Oba Ovorame Square, popularly called Ring Road, down to Ibiwe Junction, one could physically see the absolute disregard of the law as street trading and indiscriminate parking of vehicles has returned to the city center as if government is no longer in place. Commercial drivers have turned the center of the road to their parking slot where they now pick and drop off passengers, while traders converted the walkways and section of the road to a marketplace, obstructing human and vehicular movement. Speaking with BeeTv News crew, some residents expressed displeasure over the situation. They said they wonder why the Edo State government, under the leadership of Mr. Godwin Obaseki, will allow such lawlessness to take place in the city center.
Because it's defacing the city, it's making the city not to be beautiful, not to be fine. Everybody just park as you like, anywhere you like, and it's not supposed to be so. That's why we have parks. But the parks are not being made use of. So anybody can just park wherever he likes, and that is not the best. It will not help us. It's not making this state to be a mature state. So until we learn to correct all these things, I just pray that in the near future, these things will be corrected, or else it will be worse than what we are seeing now.
It's quite disturbing and really defacing the art and beauty of the state. I believe before the election it was ongoing. Even after the election it was supposed to be stopped, but as you can see, something is still lingering and is still ongoing. I believe this is not the way it should go.
The residents said Mr. Godwin Obaseki is still the governor of the state and should take responsibility of every happenings in the state, hence the need for him to urgently swing into action to curb the menace.
For me, the government is trying to settle, so maybe when they are settled, then everything will be in order.
If it were the same government, they would have just said, okay, immediately everything come back to. But now, everybody is even afraid. They don't know what the next government is going to say. So they just feel they are still free to do whatever they like. And it's not supposed to be like that.
I must say precisely, and it's uncalled for government to look at it and to stop all these indiscriminate and street trading. It's very sad to see all these things. I believe something that has to be we should try and the government has to play a major role in this to curb this issue.
It believes that the Edo State Governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, and its relevant agency will however swing into action to put an end to the menace. Joyce Ire reporting for BeeTv News.
Sorry for the technical glitch. With over a year in operation, the free bus ride introduced by the Obaseki-led administration has been a large relief to commuters, cutting down the cost of exorbitant transportation fares. BeeTv News Oluwatoyin Oyedola reports that some commuters, however, appealed to the incoming administration of Senator Monday Okpebholo to construct amenities such as shelter. The report.
The Edo State City Transport Service free bus ride introduced on September 11, 2024 by the Governor Godwin Obaseki-led administration is now over a year in operation. During this period, it has brought relief and a reduction in transportation costs to commuters in the state. However, it was observed that some ECTS terminals in the Benin metropolis are devoid of shelters and access to toilet facilities. Speaking to BeeTv News, some residents lauded the initiative of the Edo State government. It has cushioned exorbitant transportation costs. They, however, called for creation of shelters for protection against the harsh elements and access to toilet facilities.
We are really enjoying the bus, so we still want them continue yes, they should continue carrying people with the bus. We are enjoying it.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing, especially to us who are mobile evangelists, doing a work of God from one place to another, going around the state every day. Is really a blessing to us, because if you move in this city without this free bus, you know how much you go out of your purse a day. It's a huge amount. You understand me? Transportation here is very on the high side, so this free bus have really helped us.
Concerning the bus, we want to thank him very much, because for the good he have done in this state concerning transport area.
It should be a matter of importance to the incoming government, and that they should sustain this very program. It's a laudable one, so they should continue with it immediately, and structures, facilities that will make people comfortable, passengers, commuters to be very, very comfortable in this environment. They should put them in place. We are suffering under the sun, under the rain. People are not comfortable. So the incoming government should not only sustain this program, but they should put these facilities in place.
The Edo City Transport Service began operations on September 11th, 2023. Oluwatoyin Oyedola reporting for BeeTv News.
Mixed reactions have trailed the move of the Federal House of Representatives to ban the sale of alcohol and psychoactive drugs in round motor parks in Nigeria. While others lauded the move, as well as it to ensure safety on the roads, others stated that there are more pressing issues to focus on. The report.
The House of Representatives on Thursday took significant steps to ban the sale of alcohol and psychoactive drugs in and around motor parks in Nigeria. This followed the adoption of a motion sponsored by the member representing Ibadan Northeast, Ibadan Southeast Federal Constituency, Oyo State, Mr. Abbas Adigun, during Thursday's plenary. Reacting to the development, some citizens praised the move as it will ensure drivers are in the right frame of mind while conveying passengers and also preventing the occurrence of road accidents.
It's a welcome development, although I do patronize them. It'd be better if they are off the shelf. Alcohol is not good as for that.
When it has to do with driving, the law of driving is that if you want to drive, you should not drink. But I think it's a good idea. They should implement it, and it is something that will really help the society. It will really help them.
They will take our messages. They will take our messages. So it's not really good because most of them, it's not good for their body. And as you know, it's not good for their body now. They see they tell say this is not good. But they believe that all those that drink now they give them, now they ginger them for work. But it's not really good. It's not really good because we see what they do all those agbo, all those drink when you see for streets. You know, na rubbish chemical, and those things they damage system.
It's good to ban it because sometimes you see when they are taking those things, if you are driving, you see the way they drive, it's not good, and it's not a good thing for us, for every human that are living.
Others, however, opine that although it is important to ensure road safety, matters affecting the economy and well-being of every Nigerian should also be addressed.
The law works in a cyclical way, you know. So that one also is creating some kind of nuisance. So I don't think it's bad if they ban it, it's okay. But other things can also be taken into consideration, you know. Maybe like the issue of fuel and make available to people at the right price so that people know that they can get it.
The need to support the motion was facilitated by a report by the Federal Road Safety Commission, which indicates that 90% of road accidents in the country are caused by the consumption of alcoholic drinks, hard drugs, among other factors. Oluwatoyin Oyedola, reporting for BeeTv News.
The Comptroller General of Nigeria Immigration Service, Kemi Nabdab, says Nigerian borders are now safer than before as the NIS has deployed technology across the nation's entry points. She stated this when she paid a courtesy visit to the Governor of Plateau State, Caleb Mutfwang, in Jos. The Comptroller added that the service had adopted some innovative initiatives aimed at ensuring the safety of all land borders and Nigerians. It says the NIS has deployed advanced e-border solutions to over 80 crossing points across the country in its ongoing effort to enhance border security and curb trans-border crimes.
We are now making sure that our borders are actually driven by technology. We make sure that the safety of Nigerians, the safety of our borders, and the safety of the nation is paramount to Nigerian Immigration Service. And I want to tell you that this administration, this Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration of Renewed Hope Agenda, has found a place in NIS.
The Immigration Service has made us very happy as a state by hosting this conference in Plateau. It tells all Nigerians that Plateau is safe. The negative narrative that is being spread around about Plateau State is just politics. And we are fighting that with everything we've got to show the world that Plateau is a very safe place. We have the best weather, we have the best people, we have the best food. And so
all is now set for the official inauguration of Christ the Redeemer School, situated at number 9 Adesua Road off Airport Road, Benin City. Our senior reporter, Best Orator, reports that the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, is expected to inaugurate the school building on Saturday, 2nd November 2024. The report.
men were putting finishing touches to the arrangement at the premises of the Christ the Redeemer Crèche, nursery, primary and secondary schools ahead of the inauguration slated for Saturday, 2nd November 2024. The inauguration of the school will be performed by the General Overseer of Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye. The physics, chemistry and biology laboratories are all wearing a new look with an up-to-date laboratory apparatus. The world-class ICT center, library, and music studio are all set for the inauguration. Speaking, the board chairman of the school, Pastor Mrs. Idia Yamu, said the General Overseer of Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, will be around to inaugurate the school, which is the brainchild of his wife, Pastor Mrs. Foluke Adeboye, while senior pastors of the Redeemed Christian Church will also be on ground.
And this school behind me that we are commissioning, we did the groundbreaking foundation laying ceremony on the 19th of April 2022, and here we are today commissioning this school. Tomorrow, 2nd of November 2024, state-of-the-art facilities, and our daddy has graciously agreed to be here with us to bless us, to impart his spiritual blessings upon our children, upon our teachers, upon our parents, and all that will be here.
Professor Idia Izeyamu also spoke about the world-class facilities of the school.
You know, the world is going digital, the world is going AI, and we're trying to teach our children how to utilize these skills. So we equipped our library with very good systems, and they are all networked. We also have a library section in the primary school. We also have a digital library there, sorry. We have physics laboratory fully equipped, chemistry laboratory fully equipped, biology laboratory fully equipped. We have food and nutrition lab fully equipped. We also have the clothing and textile lab. We have our healing bay with a nurse on duty at all times. We have the music studio where our children are taught how to use musical equipment.
Christ the Redeemer School is located at number 9 at Desua Road off Airport Road, Benin City. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Still staying with legislative matters, the Nigerian Senate has stressed the need to curtail the rising cases of drug abuse, especially among youths in Nigeria. At a one-day national event on the need to include parents in the fight against drug abuse and reckless behavior, the Senate expressed worries over lack of quick intervention that may lead to socio-economic dislocation of the country's youth population. Again, our senior reporter, Best Orator, completes the report.
Responding, the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, at the event organized by the Joint Committee on Drugs and Narcotics in collaboration with the National Association of Nigerian Drug Law Monitoring, the Deputy Senate President, Lola Ashiru, said the time to fight the problem is now. Senator Ashiru noted that drug abuse fuels crime rates and hinders attainment of quality education, adding that the nation's problems can be fixed at home with parents playing a major role in the fight against the menace.
Issue, but to spark a movement and awakening to the silent epidemic of drug abuse that threatens the fabric of our society. The gathering is not just an event, it is a clearing call for parents, communities, and leaders to unite and take a resolute stand against this time that seeks to wash away the dreams of our youth.
The convener of the events, Ambassador Christabel Okoye, stressed the need for parents to positively mold the characters of their children at an early life stage. She decried the celebration of drugs in movies and music videos, adding that valuable lives have been lost as a result of such impressions.
Nigeria has become a negative world among the community of nations. The reason we always ask for your support to carry out this sensitization and empowerment. You sensitize them, you also empower them to get something doing, to be busy. Drug abuse has become shame to our nation. So with this, I want everyone to please fight this fight from your end.
The crisis of drug addiction among the country's youth is not just a problem, but needs urgent attention. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The federal government has unveiled the details of the 63-kilometer axis of the Ondo State in the ongoing construction of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. The Minister of Works, Senator Dave Umahi, revealed the specification of the project during a town hall meeting with stakeholders held at the Government House in Akure. Now let's join BeeTv News' Esoe Osemige for details.
The Minister of Works, Senator Dave Umahi, highlighted the federal government's commitment to infrastructure as a crucial national investment, saying work will soon begin on the Ondo State axis of the Coastal Highway project. The minister commended Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa for his efforts towards making the project a reality in the state. He stressed that the project will not be politically driven, but rather serve as a practical improvement to the socio-economic welfare of the people.
Look at the Trans-Hara. It is connected. It's one of the spurs of the Lagos-Calabar. Sokoto Badagry, one of the spurs. The three legacy projects are connected together. And then the fourth one is also connected, which is Akwanga, Jos, Bauchi, Gombe. This project should be fixed in 14 months. If they are not fixed, I take responsibility for it. But there are things we are doing to ensure that it's no longer business as usual.
In his remarks, Governor Ayedatiwa, who thanked the minister for the stakeholders' engagement, emphasized the transformative impact of the project. The governor says the expansive highway will connect several states as it aims to bridge the western and southeastern regions of Nigeria, facilitating improved cross-country connectivity and strengthening trade relations. Governor Ayedatiwa assured stakeholders that the project will not merely be left to contractors, but will be diligently monitored to ensure effective utilization and sustained progress.
It is not a political project, like the minister said, because that project has started at the Lagos axis and also at the Calabar axis. It's a reality. The president wants to actually connect the whole of Nigeria together for ease of movement and ease of doing business.
Governor Ayedatiwa also disclosed that the state government is partnering with the federal government on the protection and restoration project at Ayetoro in Ilaje, local government area of the state.
No community will be overrun by the road, and there are, if you look closely, you will see that some of the communities that were mentioned, that 4 kilometers away from the road, the huge economic benefit cannot be overemphasized. But the truth is, this project is a reality.
Esoe Osemege, reporting for BeeTv News.
The Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pate, has advocated a collective approach to health promotion in Nigeria. The minister made this known at a press briefing in the commemoration of Health Promotion Day held in Abuja. BeeTv News' Esoe Osemige has details.
Emphasizing the essence of Health Promotion Day, Professor Pate says the day is to promote health and well-being and serves as a reminder for Nigerians to check blood pressure, vitals, and adopt health cautious behaviors. He asked Nigerians to take steps in maintaining their health, adding that the ministry is determined to save lives, reduce physical and financial pains, as well as promote health for all. The minister described health promotion as a core of the ministry's mission, emphasizing that it is about fostering well-being rather than simply treating illness.
Nigeria's people are its assets, and that in the future of this country there's a possibility of prosperity. And that prosperity comes if you have a healthy, well-developed population. And that's why health and well-being of Nigerians has been one of the key pillars of the President's Green Home agenda. And when we set our goals last year, and when the President unveiled his agenda, we said our goal is to save lives, to reduce physical and financial pain, to produce health for all Nigerians.
The minister identified fostering a culture of health conscious and prevention as essential factors for building a robust, resilient, and healthy Nigeria. Esoa Osemege, reporting for BeeTv News.
The Nigerian Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative has released its 2022 and 2023 Solid Minerals Industry Report. Minister of Solid Minerals Development, represented by the Executive Secretary, Solid Minerals Development Fund, Fatima Shankifa, says the report stems from a determination to build a future where Nigerian mineral resources drive economic diversification as well as job creation. BeeTv News' Esoe Osemige has details.
The Ministry of Solid Minerals stated that it is at the forefront of championing policies and reforms to ensure the sector becomes more vibrant to drive Nigerian economy.
The Ministry of Solid Minerals is at the forefront of championing policies and reforms to ensure that this sector becomes a strong pillar of the Nigerian economy, contributing to job creation and sustainable development and resilience.
The Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, Orji Ogbonaya Orji, while speaking on the agency, says quality and assurance standards, noted that the agency is sustained by commitment to transparency and increasing stakeholder engagement.
Nigeria Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative is quite strong, despite of challenges, committed to push the boundaries of openness in the solid mineral sector, no matter the challenges.
The Auditor General of the Federation, Shaka Shira, said the report will further help the Tinubu-led administration in assessing the level of attainment of its renewed hope agenda, urging that necessary support be given for the implementation of the report.
The report on this mineral sector will further help the current administration led by His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCA, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, in assessing the level of attainment of his renewed hope agenda.
The 2022 to 2023 Solid Minerals Report were later presented and unveiled. Esoe Osemege, reporting for BeeTv News.
The Nigerian Governors Forum has expressed empathy for Nigerians, acknowledging the severe economic challenges in the country, while voicing optimism that President Bola Tinubu reforms will soon yield positive results. Imo State Governor and Chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, Senator Hope Uzodinma, disclosed this while reading the communique issued at the end of the forum's meeting. BeeTv News' Oluwatoyin Oyedola completes the report.
The chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum and the Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, outlined the governor's position during a media briefing following the NGF meeting in Abuja. Some of the updates include the National Crude and Condensate Production Profile, the Production War Room Initiative, and ongoing security efforts to combat illegal connections and vandalism. He noted that governors acknowledge the importance of securing the nation's energy resources and improving the efficiency and resilience of NPC's production and supply chain, as well as to ameliorate the sufferings of Nigerians.
We sympathize with our people, with the hardship of the country.
We also appreciate the reforms being carried out by the President. Our prayer is that as soon as possible, that the relief should come so that they begin to leverage the benefits of the reforms and then have a better Nigeria.
Other issues highlighted while reading the communique include NGF partnership with African Medical Center of Excellence aimed at improving healthcare outcomes and accessibility for all Nigerians, collaboration with the DSS to safeguard the nation, among others. Oluwatoyin Oyidola, reporting for BeeTv News.
The governor of Ondo State, Lucky Ayedatiwa, has officially received the deputy governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, Susan Alabi, into the All Progressive Congress after she dumped her party for the ruling party. Governor Ayedatiwa received the politician during his campaign tour of Akoko Northeast local government area. The report. In continuation of his campaign from the November 16th governorship election in Ondo State, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa and his team moved to Akoko Northwest local government area of the state. From Agbagi Afi to Agbi Akoko, it was like a carnival as the party members joined the campaign train of the governor. During the tour, Governor Ayedatiwa paid homage to traditional rulers in the area to receive royal blessings. In Oke Agbe, the deputy governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, formerly defected to the All Progressive Congress, APC. Some APC chieftains expressed confidence that the governor will come out victorious in the election.
Vote for them en masse so that Mr. Governor can continue his good work.
This Akoko Northwest is ready for Ayedatiwa.
Speaking with journalists after the campaign, Governor Ayedatiwa said the 2025 budget will be structured to capture the development needs of every part of the state.
Accommodate infrastructure based on the demands of the people, security, vote more money, and we look at our locations now and what is coming in, and other things we are going to do, look at the revenue and then look at projects and programs that will alleviate, the poverty of the people.
The governor's campaign train has toured about 9 local government areas and is expected to take the message to the remaining council areas. Gifts Uwagbo reporting for BeeTv News. The governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, his deputy Ikechukwu Emetu and members of his cabinet have shown the campaign flag off of Labour Party ahead of the local government election. The election is slated for 2nd of November. BeeTv News' Joyce Iyere has details of the report.
It is few days to the November 2nd local government election in Abia State, and some political parties are already gearing up for the exercise. Amidst the crisis in Labour Party, where loyalists of Governor Alex Oti have now joined flag off their campaigns at the Abba Stadium. Though the governor did not witness the flag off, most of his cabinet members, supporters and members of Labour Party attended the event. Later, the platform which elected the governor, which is now in disarray, Labour Party flag off its campaign for the local government election. The crisis became obvious when Governor Oti elected members of the party in the state and the governor's aide showed the flag off. The National Vice Chairman of Labour Party Southeast, Sike Igara, says the party believes in doing the right thing and want the best candidate to win.
If we want to contest election, let the doors be open. Let the best candidate from every community, the best candidate from every local government, let them come out.
Let every Dick and Tom, Harry, allow this vote, this election, to be in contest.
If the governor allow this election to be free and fair. If you can sell your agenda to the people, definitely they will vote for you.
I'm going to transform Umunochi local government from rural to urban.
Meanwhile, the Abia State Independent Electoral Commission Chairman, Professor Chima George, has been shying away from the media and has refused to grant interviews since the commission published the timetable for the election. However, the governor had earlier encouraged voters to support candidates who align with his vision, regardless of their party affiliation.
I have always known Our Abia people go for the right candidate despite political platform.
As the local government election draws closer, Abia residents are optimistic of having an election that will be free, fair, and peaceful. Joyce Ere reporting for BeeTv News.
Human trafficking is a form of modern-day slavery where individuals are exploited into various forms of labor or commercial sex against their will. BeeTv News Happiness Adaokwe in this special report sought the views of some respondents that identified poverty as one of the major causes of human trafficking. The report.
Human trafficking is the transportation, transfer, harboring of persons, especially women and children, by means of threats, force, and abuse of power for the purpose of exploration. Some respondents said bad economy is also the problem why human trafficking takes place, adding that the high rate of poverty, which is on the high side, coupled with the lack of job opportunities, are also some of the reasons responsible for trafficking.
Human trafficking is the process where people, young girls especially, are carried from one part of the world to another, or one part of the city to another, for jobs that are not really, that are condescending. Like they take them either for sex, slavery, or for domestic chores. Most times it's against their wish.
It depends on the person. If you are willing to do fraud or you are willing to do prostitution, that's when you definitely go for human trafficking, or you be among the people that are there, because there is nobody that is, if you are well trained at home, you will not want to mingle with people that would lead you to that extent. You will always do things to you, because nobody will not suffer for this economy.
One of the respondents said human trafficking is a process where young girls especially are carried from one part of the world to another to be sex work, domestic workers, and most times such is sometimes against their wish.
The youth are not encouraged. These girls, they are not giving them job. They allow them to just go away, to go to anywhere they like. Where can they get money? The whole graduate will graduate, there is no job. If Nigeria is good, these children will not move to anywhere.
My real concern about it is what's main cause of human trafficking. The main cause of human trafficking, as we all know in Nigeria and most third world countries, is the poverty. Poverty is the main cause of human trafficking. It's not something you want on your family members or your loved ones. It's something, it's really dehumanizing. For me, I'm really concerned about it. But what can we do? If the best way to face, the only way we can curb it, first of all, is to face our economy. I don't believe in a country like America or United Kingdom. I'm not saying it's not there. There's no country that doesn't have it in one way or the other, one form or the other. But there are some countries that it is more, as I said, the third world countries. The real challenge in third world countries is just the economic situation, the poverty.
Some persons suggest the way to stop human trafficking is for the government to provide jobs for the youth, while others said young boys and girls should learn skills. Happiness Adaokwe reporting from BeeTv News.
And now we'll be going on a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
God be with our heroine has gone home. With gratitude to God for a life well spent, the family of General Cecil Esekhaigbe, retired PhD of Agua Iroa, announces the cult of glory of our heroine, matriarch, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, sister, and aunt, Mrs. Ebaidereki Esekhaigbe, Ni Osenabe of Eku Ewu, at the age of 90. Left to mourn her are two children, Mrs. Teresa Uzeregbenye Izuku, Major General Cecil Esekhaigbe, retired PhD, 13 grandchildren and 17 great-grandchildren. Obsequies Friday, 1st November, 11 a.m. Body leaves Iroa Specialist Teaching Hospital for laying in state at the Esekhaigbe's compound in Agua Iroa, to be followed by service of songs and interment at Eku Ewu. Saturday, 2nd November 2024, reception venue is on Central Local Government Headquarters Iroa at 2 p.m. General Cecil Esekhaigbe, retired PhD, the Okanite of Esaland, for the family. God be with you till we meet again. Obituary. The family of Oviawe of Ekasa town of Ovia Northeast local government area of Edo State cordially invites the general public to the burial ceremony
of their beloved daughter, sister, wife, aunt, mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother, late Madam Rosemary Ariana Osa of Yahweh. Burial arrangement. November 6, 2024, 9 a.m. Body leaves God's Care Mortuary, Ekewan Road, to her residence, number 22, Omoagbon Street, off Upper Siloko Road, Ego Quarters, Benin City. 2 p.m. service of songs at her residence at same venue, followed by interment. 7th November 2024, family rites at her residence. 9th November 2024, 12 noon, social dance at Ebo Estate, number 100, Texaimi Road, Benin City. 10th November 2024, 10 a.m. outing service at God's Anointed Grace Assembly International Incorporated, number 13, Oni Street, off Upper Siloko Road, behind Ego Secondary School, Ego Quarters, Benin City. Reception at number 92, Osasumen Street, off Igbinadua, off Siloko Road, Benin City. Signed, Chief Emmanuel Iyase, for the family.
Is your space in need of a fresh start? EDS Quality Paint has the perfect solution for every surface. Whether you're going for a sleek modern look, a traditional finish, or something more durable, EDS Quality Paint offers a wide range of options. Looking for a simple, reliable finish? Our standard emulsion is ideal for walls and ceilings, delivering even coverage and a flawless matte finish. Want a premium feel? Our high-quality emulsion offers superior color depth and durability, perfect for high-traffic areas or creating a luxurious atmosphere. Make your iron doors shine. Our gloss paint provides a tough, high-sheen finish for doors, trim, and furniture. For areas prone to moisture, like room and living room, our satin paint delivers a smooth, wipeable finish that resists stains and keeps your walls looking fresh. Prefer a soft, non-reflective look? Our matte paint is perfect for your surroundings, creating a calming, subtle finish. And don't forget the floors. Our floor polish adds a protective, glossy finish to keep your floors looking brand new.
Welcome back and thank you for staying. Now on to business. In a bid to stabilize diplomatic naira, Nigeria has introduced an amnesty program aimed at reintroducing foreign currency currently held outside the formal banking sector into the financial system. Announced on October 31st, this 9-month initiative promises tax and penalty-free reintegration funds. BeeTv News' Joyce Iyere has details of this and more from the business world.
Finance Minister Wale Edun emphasized that individuals bringing foreign currency into the banking system through this program will be shielded from tax audit and asset seizure. Edun has assured participants of the program confidentiality, stating the scheme offers a secure, confidential channel for Nigeria to reintegrate their legitimate foreign currency funds, promoting stability and growth for our nation. They clarified that participants need only meet the bank standard Know Your Customer (KYC) requirement to safely deposit funds with no question asked. This amnesty program comes at a critical junction as Nigeria currency, which recently hit a record low of 1,675.40 naira per dollar, has become Africa's second worst performing currency this year, only behind Ethiopia. Faced with this decline, many Nigerians have resorted to holding dollars as a hedge against the naira instability, adding further strain to the foreign exchange market liquidity. Minister Edun highlighted the opportunity for both private citizens and the country financial system, as idle foreign currency could be mobilized to bolster foreign reserves and improve the exchange rates. The naira depreciated to 1,675.49 naira and 1,750 naira against the dollar at the official and parallel foreign exchange markets on tax day. This comes as FNDQ data showed that the weakened further to 1,675.49 naira per dollar on Thursday from 1,631.17 exchange on Wednesday. This meant that it lost 44.32 naira against the dollar on Thursday compared to the 1,631.17 naira exchange rate on Wednesday. Meanwhile, at the black market, it remained flat at 1,750 naira per dollar on Thursday. The same exchange rate traded on Wednesday. The depreciation of Naira comes despite the foreign exchange transaction turnover increased to $1,666.61 million on tax day from $1,228.98 million recorded the previous day. The Nigerian government has announced a 2.8 billion naira support grant from Google to boost artificial intelligence talent development in the country. Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, made the announcement on Thursday at an unveiling event organized by the Nigerian government and Google in Abuja. The minister said the support fund is part of Google's $5.8 million commitment to support digital skills program across sub-Saharan Africa. According to him, the fund will help close the unemployment gap and economic hardship Nigeria faces. On the spot, Mark Britton, President Google, EMEA, explained that the grant will be implemented in Nigeria through the government's ongoing 3 million technical talent 3 MTT program, with a focus of 20,000 Nigerians with AI skills. Similarly, it noted that through the scheme, 125,000 educators will be trained and 10 promising Nigerian AI startups will be empowered with 100 million naira. Joyce Ire reporting for BeeTv News.
And now to the foreign scene, where a drive-by shooting in Poitiers, West France, left 5 people seriously injured on Thursday night, including a 15-year-old boy in critical condition. BeeTv News Global News correspondent Rebecca Goffey tells us more on this and other stories from the foreign scene.
The shooting linked to drug trafficking escalated into a mass brawl with up to 600 people involved, according to French authorities. Interior Minister Bruno Retailleau expressed concern over the rising drug violence in the country, citing this incident and a recent drug-related shooting in Reims that killed a 5-year-old boy. Retailleau warned of a tipping point for France if drug-related violence continues to spread. The shooting took place in Place Cambrai, a known area for drug activity, where shots were fired from a passing car. Police intervened as tensions rose between rival groups. Floods in Valencia have claimed 202 lives, with a total death toll reaching 205 after fatalities in Castilla-La Mancha and Andalusia. Heavy rains continue to impact Juvia, where a red alert had been issued and residents are urged to stay indoors. Another 500 military members are helping with cleanup efforts in Valencia, while utility crews work to restore power. Shiva's mayor warns that more bodies could be discovered due to numerous car accidents. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are set to campaign in Wisconsin, a crucial swing state, as the election nears. The spotlight is now on the Midwest, with Republican VP pick J.D. Vance and Democrat Tim Walz scheduled to campaign in Michigan. Harris and Trump held late-night rallies on Thursday in Nevada and Arizona, 2 important states. Over 65 million Americans have already voted, surpassing the early voting record set in 2020. The presidential race remains extremely close. And lastly, on global news, 2 former police officers have been sentenced for the 2018 murder of Marielle Franco, a Brazilian politician known for her left-wing activism. Rooney Lessa, who confessed to the shooting, received 78 years, while Ezio de Curious, the driver, got 59 years. Franco's driver, Anderson Gomes, also died in the attack, but her press officer survived. Lessa claimed he was lured by a $1 million reward to carry out the murder. Brazil's Justice Minister labeled the killing as politically motivated, linking it to Franco's support for housing reforms. Franco's family continues to seek justice, pressing for the conviction of those behind the plot. And that's it on the Global News segment for tonight. Thanks very much for watching. I am Rebecca Goffey.
And that's the size of our news package for tonight. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Gift Owagoy.